If you have an appetite for life, stay hungry.
Rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all, so let's rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all, so let's rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all, so let's rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all, so let's rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all, so let's rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all, so let's rock, y'all, non-stop, y'all, to the beat, y'all, the body rock, y'all.
Hey everybody, welcome back to What the Hell Happened to Them. Arnold is back. That's right, this season, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I am your host, Patrick Scale, and joining me on the line, man who doesn't grow without burning, Joe Vekeman.
I'm burning. I don't know. I'm here.
No, every time Arnold said it, it was like, are you describing some kind of weird sexual disease, Arnold? What's going on here?
It's making it grow longer.
Yeah, and on the audio boards is Lev Van Rensselaer, reminding me to remind you that you can email the cast at whathappenedtothemcast@gmail.com. And our sponsor this week is An Elephant in My Shoe. What? An elephant. If you need an elephant in your shoe, call it An Elephant in My Shoe. The only place where elephants can fit in shoes. I don't know what that means, but give them a call, I guess, via your cellular device. All right, Joe, what movie is this curious product sponsoring?
We watched 1976, Bob Raephelson directed, Stay Hungry.
All right, and what happens in this film here?
Well, I had a couple to pick from, so...
Yeah, a couple summaries.
We'll take the second one on this.
Nobody can agree what the movie's about.
Not really. A syndicate wants to buy a whole district to rebuild it. They've bought every house except the small gym Olympic, where Mr. Austria Joe Santo prepares for the Mr. Universe Championship. This is spelled wrong as I'm reading it. The rich sunny boy, Craig Blake, is brought in by the syndicate as a dummy to buy the gym, but then he starts to like the people and falls in love with Joe's friend, Mary Tate.
I mean, they're not really buying houses, right? They're just buying businesses. His friend got, like, the jewelry store.
Yeah, so this is stuff that I'm just, like, I was confused about the whole time. I'm like, what is, like, yeah, he's, like, the rich guy.
Yeah, I got the gist. The gist of the movie kind of flowed, but then there were small, like, why can't the syndicate just buy it themselves? What kind of weird legal red tape is there where they need a proxy to buy it?
Yeah, why does he have to, like, put up a front for it or something?
Like, I thought he was going to get scammed. Like, he was going to buy the business, and then they were going to, like, stick him with it. And now he's like, what do I do? And then he, like, tries to run the gym. I don't understand. The proxy never fully resonated, but...
No, a little convoluted.
Wasn't the biggest turnoff.
Yeah.
Like I said, the gist was still fine. He wants to buy the gym, then he learns to like the gym people, so he doesn't want to buy it anymore. All right, I can follow that part.
Okay.
All right, that's a general flow. So it's a Bob Raephelson. We haven't seen him since the Jack seasons.
This is filling in some back catalog for him.
Right, and this is 76?
1976, yeah.
After the the big Jack ones?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, this is after, 5 Easy Pieces and...
Yeah, and it's definitely after 5 Easy Pieces. I didn't remember when King of Marvin Gardens came out, but I think it's like 74.
Is he still with us? No, he died. Bob Raephelson died in 2022.
Oh, he got pandemicked.
So he's already made Head, 5 Easy Pieces, and The King of Marvin Gardens, and this is his next feature.
All right, so he did 3 films with Jack, and then has now gone to do this.
And then he makes The Postman Always Rings Twice, which we've also covered.
He took 6 years off? This movie must not have done well.
4 years off, yeah.
4 years off? Oh, I thought that was...
And then for The Postman Always Rings Twice, he does 5 years between.
That's what I'm saying, between Stay Hungry and Postman.
And then we only have 3 other movies that we haven't covered of his, and then we're done.
Really? Between Arnold and Jack, we've covered most of his films.
Do you ever see us doing a Deborah Winger?
That's what America's hungry for, our Deborah Winger season.
I mean, there is a documentary, whatever happened to Deborah Winger.
I know. I remember that coming up from the Jack Nicholson episode that had Deborah Winger in it.
Then he's got Mountains of the Moon.
Matlins of the Moon?
Mountains of the Moon.
Okay.
That was in 1990. Never heard of that one. I don't know of any stars in that. And then, yeah, Man Trouble, Blood and Wine. Blood and Wine. Top 10 for me.
Oh, my God.
Of Jack's.
I can't even with you right now, Joe.
And then he finishes his career off with No Good Deed with Samuel Jackson, Mila Jovovich, and Stellan Skarsgård.
I guess if we wanted to watch a bunch of Resident Evil movies, we could do a Mila Jovovich season.
Oof.
And be like, what happened to her? Oh, she married that guy and got stuck in his orbit, his career orbit.
Yeah, I mean, weird. I'm looking ahead of her thing right now. I mean, she hasn't made that many movies.
Yeah. She's just calling up Zach Kreger, be like, hey, is there maybe a little spot for me? Maybe a little wink? You can give me a little cameo?
God, she like works with her husbands. Luc Besson, she was married to for 2 years, and then 10 years later, she marries Paul W.S. Anderson.
She's just director hopping.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. They seem to have a thing.
They're still together.
Yeah, of course. Strong marriage.
Power couple.
She's got plenty of kids, too. And then her kids are acting now.
Oh, no.
Don't...
Oh, no. That's always trouble.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, here's a little anecdote from Jeff Bridges on the movie. Jeff Bridges recalled a cut workout scene in which he was doing toe raises and Arnold Schwarzenegger was riding on his back for weight.
Oh, my God.
Due to the head on camera angle, it appeared that a sex scene was occurring between the two men. Bridges laughed uproariously at the take and was disappointed that it was cut from the film. Well, at least he's got a good sense of humor. I'm just going to come out and say it.
Yeah.
Sally Field? Mm-hmm. Wow.
Wow, what?
Wow, that is a beautiful woman.
Oh, I see. I didn't like her hair.
Wow, rude.
I know.
It's like the Sally Field hair.
I know.
Except for she's like almost 30 years younger than what I remember her.
I would not have ever guessed it was Sally Field if I hadn't seen the credits because
really?
I'm just used to seeing her older.
She's just like a young woman.
Yes, she's definitely a young woman, but I'm used to old.
She's an adult though. She's like,
I know she's an adult. Yes, Joe. I'm just saying I'm used to seeing her like 30 years later, so that is the Sally Field that comes to mind.
I mean, same here. I've always seen her as the mom, the true mom from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
She ruins it.
Yeah, she's no fun.
She can't have fun with Robin Williams. You throw that away. He's a gift. I don't care if he's ruining the neighborhood with all the farm animals. Hey, it says Arnold Schwarzenegger won a Golden Globe Award for Best Acting Debut in a Motion Picture, even though his debut was in Hercules in New York. Yes.
I did like seeing the introducing credit. I'm like, we're 2 movies in, man. You had your chance, Bob.
He's credited as Arnold Strong in his first movie.
Oh, yeah.
And in the second movie, he's technically uncredited.
Yeah, I wonder if Hercules in New York had been successful enough, would he have Arnold Strong would become his nom de plume from then on out?
I wouldn't like that.
Because I get why you wouldn't market yourself initially as Schwarzenegger, because you're like, nobody's going to be able to pronounce, or this isn't going to fit in a marquee. I'll be Arnold Strong, and I'm strong. It makes sense. That's what a 22-year-old would think. And now, since he's so embarrassed by that movie, he's like, I could never go back. I can't be associated with it. I have to go to my regular name now.
You know, I wouldn't be embarrassed by that movie.
I don't think you should. It's your first movie. You're 20-something years old. We went through the list of all of our people's first films. Like, they're all pretty much bad. They're all bad. So, like, it's okay.
With the exception of Eddie Murphy, who just got really lucky that he was just given one of the best roles he was ever given.
After, starring on a TV show for a year or 2.
Yeah.
I think, Arnold, there's nothing wrong with your career starting there.
Maybe it's the second best.
And then, you get 2 United Artists movies back-to-back after that.
And he was working with Bob Altman and Bob Raephelson. The Bobs. A pair of Bobs.
You're working with strong directors of your time. Mm-hmm. Although this one let you actually do stuff, which was nice.
Well, I mean, I think he was just a heavyweight when he was cast.
It's sort of a role seemingly built entirely for him.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't.
I don't think Bob knew who he was, so it just was convenient that you needed a strong foreign bodybuilder. The Austria you could have changed once you cast Arnold, but you knew he was going to be a foreign person.
So I'll tell you, Arnold Schwarzenegger lost a large amount of weight during the filming in 1975, so he wouldn't look so much bigger than his competitor, Ken Waller. After filming ended, Arnold worked hard to gain weight for the Mr. Olympia contest that fall. His preparation was filmed and became became the movie Pumping Iron. Arnold won the 1975 Mr. Olympia contest and then announced his retirement from competitive bodybuilding. However, after getting back into great shape for the filming of Conan the Barbarian, Arnold entered and won the 1980 Mr. Olympia contest. Good for him. That's 5 years.
He stayed hungry.
He did.
Yeah, I did think he looked a little more reasonably sized in this movie compared to his last film, The Long Goodbye. So I'd wonder, like, was that in my head, or did he just look a lot bigger than all the regular-looking people in that movie? And this movie, since he was around a lot of bodybuilders, it just kind of, like, was regular again. But it makes sense that he lost weight. It's kind of like when The Rock, we could, like, track The Rock's outer film career by tracking his weight, his muscle mass, I should say.
Well, he drops, like, oh my God, that period where he dropped, like, all of the weight.
Yeah, when he was just like a dude.
In, like, 2005 to, like, 2008.
He was making those bad Disney movies.
And he made Southland Tales in between.
He did look big in that movie, though.
No, he's so tiny.
I know he's small compared to normal Rock, but he still looked pretty big.
I mean, I'll put it side by side for you. I have a picture. It's so crazy how small he was.
Don't you be bad-mouthing Jarrett Cocaine like that.
Wow, what a name. It's just like, it's so funny because that's just two wrestlers' names put together. Two wrestlers that he worked with often, too.
I just feel like the Donnie Darko guy wanted to, like, fit cocaine in a name, but, like, hide it.
I have one more anecdote from this movie from Sally Field, if you want to hear that.
Give it to me.
In her autobiography, Sally Field wrote that during the audition with director Bob Raephelson, she was asked by him to take her shirt off and kiss him. In the midst of casually talking about the work, he told me to try to take my top off so he could see my breasts, saying since there was a nude scene in the film, he needed to figure out how to shoot me. Field says, ignoring the sharp jab of emotion that shot through me, I removed my shirt as casually as he had made the request, then sat for the approval with my eyes closed, the only clue that those fingernails were clawing my insides. She continues, writing, Raephelson told her, okay, Sal, the job is yours, but only after I see how you kiss. I can't hire anyone who doesn't kiss good enough. Field kissed him and got the job. In 2018, Raephelson responded saying that Field's recollection of the audition was false. It's totally untrue. That's the first I've ever heard of this. I didn't make anybody kiss me in order to get any part, he said during a phone call with the New York Times. Sure, on his deathbed, basically, I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, God, that's a miserable anecdote. Oh, my God.
Well, what's interesting is no breasts are ever shown, and
That's
they specifically are blocking things so that they don't get shown.
So he comes off as even more of a creep?
I don't know.
Very strange.
Nothing we can comment on, as neither of us were flies on the walls or even born then.
No, it'd be actually like a couple of decades.
Raephelson bringing back his pal Scatman Crothers as well.
Yes.
With hair.
Yes.
It took a while to be like, that can't be him, but I saw his name in the credits, and I see no other African-American people in this movie.
So I had seen this movie previously, I believe when we were doing our Jack Nicholson series. I watched it.
You were going through some Raefelsons.
I remember it ending a little differently.
Maybe there's multiple cuts.
Well, no, it's just I must have...
We're getting a Tony Scott thing, Ridley Scott thing?
No, it's just memory playing tricks on you because you remember halfway through the film, Jeff Bridges has just like kind of made everyone kind of like especially Scatman Crothers. He's like, I don't want to be working for you. You're disrespecting your like father's legacy.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'm going to take all my stuff out of this house. And you know what? The suit of armor, this knight suit of armor, I'm taking that. That's mine.
Yeah.
And I could have sworn, and the climax of the movie where there's that big fight in the gym where Jeff Bridges is being pelted with weights and like thrown down the weights down the stairs from the gym owner. I could have sworn someone came in to help Jeff Bridges in the knight suit. I could have I was like, yeah, they're setting that up. I forgot this.
What a different movie that would be.
Yeah. You're
confusing with Garden State where Sheldon wears a suit of armor.
I know that happens in that movie, but
that's what you're doing.
But no, I could have sworn it must have been another movie from that time that something like that happens. I don't know. It's just I could have sworn.
Yeah.
He's like getting hit with the weights, but like it's just bouncing off the armor or whatever.
Scatman would have to know what's happening and then would have to come by in the armor.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, I don't remember it being Scatman Crothers even coming to help him. So I'm like, does someone steal the armor before Scatman gets it? Like, it's one of his friends, I thought. It's just a weird thing that
A dude does come by to help, or I guess really just follow, and then helps by going and running and telling everybody else. Mm-hmm. Being a big old tattletale.
I mean, just the sight of that guy who rips off his like awful wig that he wears 90% of the movie, and then he's just like all fucked up on drugs, and he's like throwing shit like giant dumbbells down the stairs, and it's just
another scene where our first AD is just like, wow, what's happened? Stop throwing things at him. He has to like jump upstairs and jump downstairs, and he's like super athletic jumping around too. Yeah, like even if those weights are just like dummy and they weigh like a pound or whatever, like some of the motions Jeff Bridges is doing are dangerous just on their own.
The way those weights are going down the stairs, I'm like, are those real?
I know.
Like they look really heavy.
Also, the Thor guy is like actually breaking stuff on the set. Like that mirror, if you have to go for another take, that's a really hard thing to reset.
And they have a scene like earlier in the movie where there's like a bunch of guys coming to like mess up the gym too, and I'm like, did they shoot the ending of the movie first and then go back and they like, because the gym's already messed up by then.
That would make sense.
They had to have done it that way because it's just like so much cleanup to do after. I just can't imagine doing that.
Certainly, you could never do that today. Way too many reasons to say no.
There's no budget on it, but the movie made $24 million. So,
all right. Well, his budgets must be low enough.
Has to be.
What's the King of Marvin Gardens budget? Can't be anything crazy. That's like their whole deal is like low budget indie filmmaking.
So in 72, the budget was $1 million. So I can't imagine.
All right, so it's a success. All right, $24 million back then's probably maybe a little more than $100 million now.
Yeah, I would say it's like tops out at like 5.
A successful film. You know, I thought it was a little weaker than the Jack stuff.
Yes, definitely.
I could never say why, though, because it definitely felt like a raephelson film, and it felt like it was doing a lot of things that they do. Mm-hmm. And there was just it felt like there was just some ingredient missing to make it really put it over the top.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because we've seen later raephelson films, and they're bad with Jack Nicholson.
Man Trouble.
His 90s films are bad. I didn't like Postman.
No, that one's bad.
Yeah, so... And that Postman's very different than this 70s era Bob. Like, this one's close, and we got kind of the inverse, right? Jack Nicholson is a guy from rich family, and he doesn't want any part of it. He's trying to, like, find himself. Jeff Bridges, guy from rich family, trying to find himself, but, like, stuck in that past. He didn't abruptly leave like Jack did. He didn't have that rebellious streak to him. He just was kind of, like, dicking around, nepo babying everywhere.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good word. He's truly a Nepo baby in this movie. That's what he's playing.
It actually seems like he's a Nepo grandbaby, apparently. His grandmother was kind of the starting point of everything. Mm-hmm. Jack Nicholson has the fun piano thing in 5 Easy Pieces, and here Jeff Bridges steals the painting. So, like, I'm seeing a lot of the same things. There's just... I don't know, like I think in 5 Easy Pieces, Sally Struthers has that great monologue that gives us a slice of Americana, and this one felt maybe a little more put together. Maybe as raephelson got more confident in his craft, it also got more constructed instead of kind of the loose indie filmmaking tangents that we were used to.
I also think that the ending to 5 Easy Pieces is like untouchable. It's like one of the best endings.
Yeah, very strong ending. Here, it kind of felt like it had the little bow. It was like, you know, he moves on. He finally grows out of his past. He wins the girl back. Arnold wins the competition. He buys the gym.
Yeah.
It felt a little like even King of Marvin Gardens still not an easy ending either. Like those films are a lot more challenging. This film's, commenting on the state of America at the time, and even as sort of presaging the Wall Street boom of the 80s we were going to get. I was hoping he'd tap into that a little more. But even if he hadn't, like, those other two films are just so hypercritical and so unrelenting in the thing that they're criticizing. There's just such a raw energy to it that this film has... Bob Raefelson's getting older, and, like, those teeth are kind of getting sanded down because of it. He hasn't stayed hungry.
No. Also, I think this is... So this is before Sally Field had won her Oscars.
Yeah.
Her first win was in 1979 for Norma Ray. And then her second one was in 1984 for Places in the Heart. I haven't seen either of those movies, but Jeff Bridges is already kind of like, he's been in The Last Picture Show, of course.
Yeah. In that crew. He's in that BBC crew. Yeah,
he's already been in Thunderbolt and Lightfoot with the Clint Eastwood. That was 2 years before.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's... Oh, and he was in Fat City, which I also love, with Stacy Keach. It's a great movie. So he's worked with like big directors like John Huston. Yeah, no, this is like... He's not like a little kid anymore. He like still has like a baby face, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know. He seems like he knows where he is in his life. So I don't think he's that bad. The same year as King Kong. I didn't know that. Where he's the star of King Kong.
He's got his art film and his big budget film, his blockbuster film.
Yeah.
Yeah, the casting of Jeff Bridges made sense here. There's a casualness to him, but he doesn't have the chip on his shoulder that Jack does.
Mm-hmm.
So it made sense why Bob finally he's like, I can't bring you in on this one, Jack. There's not a good role to take advantage of you.
Yeah, I feel like Jack's kind of like a little too old to be in this by now.
Yeah, that's probably part of it too.
Yeah.
Jack just has this like underlying anger to him, and that's not Jeff has none of that.
Yeah, he's so like happy-go-lucky.
It's kind of like Dustin Hoffman in The Graduate. He's just like, what do I do with my life now? I'm just like along for the ride.
And like there's a scene where he's dancing, and it just like zooms very slowly into his face, and he's just like, oh, and his like wild floppy hair is going all over the place, and he's just working up a sweat, and it's just like he's like, life's great, nothing's wrong.
Arnold's acting here a little up and down. Like, it's good for him that he won that award, but there were many spots where I thought like he's struggling, but it makes sense. He hasn't done a lot of acting.
I would like to put a little meter on our show for a little bit for can you understand what he's saying? And I would say, yes, I can.
I thought this was an improvement over the other film, the Hercules in New York.
Yeah, I mean...
And part of it was like maybe when he found out that his entire role was getting overdubbed because his accent was so thick, he's like, I better work on this if I want to be an actor.
And this is 7 years after that now. So this is his first like speaking role, really.
What I noticed was when he had business to do, when he was like pumping iron or like moving stuff around or like resetting the gym, his acting was quite strong there. It was working very well. When he had to like just kind of like sit and talk to somebody, very wooden, very stiff. But that made sense to me. That tells me it's an actor who's kind of like in his head a lot, which just makes sense because he hasn't really had many speaking roles in general. And he's a very bodily, kinesthetic sort of person, so I think he's just more comfortable when he's doing something.
I liked his mask.
His Batman mask.
They called him Batman for a minute.
DC didn't sue him. It was very nice of them to do.
I don't think... They only had the Adam West thing at the time.
They had like movies. They used to make movies too, like little short two-reelers or whatever.
With Adam West?
No, this was even before him.
When wow.
Like actual movies, short films you'd throw in the theater. Like during World War II and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
I had no idea.
One particularly stands out to me because in the opening credits, the narrator was like, yes, and in a time where you gotta watch out for those slanty-eyed Japs, you gotta...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's how you know this movie's old.
God damn.
Yes.
That's rough.
It was... That scene in particular is why I remember there were super old Batman movies. Another character, another lady from Five Easy Pieces...
No?
Came back. She in that movie, she plays like the cynical hitchhiker lesbian that they pick up.
Cynical. Yes. Thank you.
And now she's here as the karate lady.
Oh, okay. I loved her. I thought she was great.
I know. I wanted.
She's so
I wanted
badass.
more of her. Let me see. This lady's got like that classic raephelson energy. Like I see why he brought her back. Let's get more of her. And he's like, we're actually going to do more Freddy Krueger. We're going to have a lot more Freddy Krueger.
Thank you. Robert Englund. He's great in this. I like Robert Englund in this. He's a little squirrely guy.
Didn't even recognize him until the end credits came. And I was like...
No makeup.
Exactly. I'm like, I've only seen you in heavy makeup.
Well, for us fans of the new Nightmare... That's how I've seen him.
Oh, you're right.
He's introduced as like Robert Englund playing Freddy Krueger.
Yes,
it's great. It's all wonderful. He's fun in this. I would say he's what He was making me laugh a little bit.
He's the grease monkey. He's got to grease up Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. That's good.
That's his whole job. I kind of felt bad for that dude. I'm like, that's the whole thing you do. That's the only...
He's also kind of like a hype man.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed him. Yeah, I'll tell you this. I thought I liked this movie a lot more from the last time I watched it, and I was like, oh, maybe I don't care for this one too much. It's a little convoluted, like we were saying with the plot. It's just kind of like, what's going on?
It's really just that whatever that missing it factor isn't there. It's like we got Bob Raephelson light. We got Diet Raephelson here.
Diet Raephelson.
Maybe you needed that chip on your shoulder, right? Because that was the strength of that was what I was just lamenting, was like, I liked that the irascibility of those films, where this film is that kind of, slacker, drifter vibe to it. And I think Bob's strengths took advantage of that motif less.
Well, he made 3 strong movies in 3 years, and then he takes 4 years off. So it shows. I
mean, Head's a different animal altogether than those other two, but I guess I don't hate Raephelson trying to do something slightly different here. I just feel like it didn't come off as biting as I know he can be. And maybe that's my fault. It was just like with the broadcast news thing, where I'm expecting a certain type of thing, and when I don't get it, I blame the movie. But maybe the movie's fine at doing it, and it's just not holding my interest.
Oh, you made my mistake where you thought you were getting network and you got broadcast news?
Again, that's
no idea.
James L. Brooks. His type of satire is different than what I was kind of hoping for. It was more sanded down, and so it's the same thing here. I don't know. It's still definitely better than anything he makes after this in the 80s or 90s. But
no, Raephelson, yeah,
because those are actually bad. This one's just fine.
Yeah, it's right in the middle, and it's right in the middle of his career.
If I left the theater, I would have been like, yeah, all right, I've seen better, but whatever. If I leave the theater after, Man Trouble, I go that was a waste of my time. When
I leave this movie, I'm like, well, who is that Arnold Schwarzenegger? Who's that man with the long name? Like I said, Sally Field, just great to see her. Love her. I'm sorry you didn't care for her as much as I did.
I mean, I thought she was good in the movie. I just, I found myself more attracted to the karate lesbian lady. If we're doing some man talk here.
Yeah. I just was like, I've never seen her like this before.
Never seen her young?
Young? Yeah. She's kind of sexualized in the movie, I believe.
Not really. There's one scene where they show her butt, but most of the time it actually felt very restrained with the male gaze aspect of it. I did like Arnold reprising his role from Hercules in New York, where he's like, 2 attractive young people, they should get together. Let me help them. It was basically what happened in this movie.
I couldn't tell. I was like, have they had a previous relationship, Sally Field and Arnold? But I couldn't.
I was okay that the movie left that delivered. I actually thought the movie explained too much. You have all that voiceover happening with his letters with his random uncle.
Oh, yeah, that was so annoying. I hated that.
Then there's also the thing right at the end of the film where the business syndicates are sitting in chairs and they're like, let's explain all the stuff that we kind of time skipped here so that we could wrap up the movie at a reasonable pace. I was like, come on, Bob, you're better than this. You've been so good at how much you're holding back at the Arnold Sally Field thing. Why you gotta spill all this exposition on us now, right at the finish line?
On the set, apparently, this was happening. So Roger Callard, a top bodybuilder of the era, said of his experience making the film, the director was screaming over his megaphone, "Please do not touch the bodybuilders!" People are rushing us, even scratching us.
Oh, in the extra when they're out on the streets and all that stuff is happening?
Yeah.
That seemed like it was going to be a big pain in the butt to film.
Mm-hmm.
And then you even had to get the bodybuilders on the bus, on the top of the bus. To be clear, audience, they were not... When I say on, I don't mean they're in the bus. They're on it. They're on top of the roof of the bus. As it drives! The first AD must have been pulling out his hair every night. That stress must have been terrible.
If he had hair. These guys in the 70s, and usually don't have hair. little hair that they have left.
Could be this Thor Erickson guy, this definitely Norse descendant man, Thor Erickson.
It's that guy. Do you want to spend a couple minutes on him? he's such a sight to behold. He's a little bit hulking. He's definitely past his prime. He's wearing this awful toupee.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's definitely darkened his eyebrows.
Yeah, I buy that.
Yeah, right. He's such a funny looking dude.
It feels like he's a guy with a pipe dream. He's like, I want to just take care of my gym. I'm going to make a lot of money with Arnold.
Yeah.
I brought over this freak show to like show off as a sideshow attraction here, get endorsements. And then the syndicate goes to him directly with some prostitutes, and somehow that makes him lose his mind. I thought that was a bit of a jump that the movie made too.
Well, he took those the snapper thing, like whatever I don't know what those
I thought it was smelling salts at first because he's like,
That's what I
shit,
thought too.
I'm passed out. I've got to get to that gig.
I was like, but he's getting high off of them.
I'm fucking wasted. Let me like revitalize myself. And somehow, yeah, that made him go absolute. Like it wasn't smelling salts. It was bath salts. He just went like crazy.
That'd be funny. And then there's that scene where the other guy is like trying to like not get with the prostitute, and he's just like, let me tie you up. I was like, what are you doing?
I had no idea what that was meant to be. I'm going to tie you up and massage you.
Yeah. And he's like, just don't say anything.
But then like he didn't want the other guy to know he wasn't having sex with her. Like is that meant he was like gay and with that like I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. There was a lot of context missing from there.
Could not figure it out. Very strange, but it happened.
And then he ends up like running away with the money with them, but like not all the money. He's like, we gotta leave some money, but also I'm not gonna help my boss get this money to the place it needs to be. That was maybe where I could have used a little exposition, Bob, not the end stuff.
I thought it was fine.
An up and down film. So, some strong points, not always though. So maybe it's unfair of us to, Five Easy Pieces and King of Marvin Gardens are like American cinema top tier films. We as a nation should be proud that came out of us.
I believe Five Easy Pieces is my top jack too.
So like, is it fair of us to then, when he just makes an average film, we shouldn't go in expecting more of that. Maybe this is our bad. It's just not sustainable. And
I also feel like if we hadn't just watched the Long Goodbye, which is another excellent film, we would probably more kinder to this. It's just he's on a run, and like this is still pretty good. So it's like, it's like fine, it's passable.
Yeah, I mean, I think Arnold was lucky that a well-known director wanted to make a movie about a foreign bodybuilder. I think that I'm gonna be thinking about that as we watch the next couple films, to be like, would he have had this movie if he didn't get into that raephelson film? Like, is raephelson kind of the turnkey that lets Arnold be more accepted in Hollywood? That interests me.
Yeah.
Especially since I guess he wins that Golden Globe. Like, that makes people think he's a legitimate actor.
Acting debut. 2 movies in.
Yes. Just like Julia Roberts.
I love how we can compare Julia Roberts to Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's great.
Maybe someday they'll be in a movie together. Who's to say?
Maybe she'll show up in Man with the Bag. Was that the new one he's got? Yeah. He plays Santa Claus.
Maybe she could be Mrs. Claus.
It's just crazy that our stars from the 90s are just like, yeah, streaming movies are here for the forever. We're just going to make streaming movies from now on.
I mean, it's not about even the stars. It's just the Hollywood landscape now.
Well, unless your name's Robert Pattinson.
We were just talking about the stars from the 90s, Joe.
I know, but I'm saying, like, the stars of now, too.
Was Robert Pattinson, like, 8?
No.
In the 90s?
He's a little older than us, actually. He's 40 now.
Well, we were 8 in the 90s.
We were at 1 year, we were 8 in the 90s.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Don't bring a Robert Pattinson into our 90s, 80s actors fight here, okay?
Okay, fine. Leo. He doesn't do streaming. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. He did do a streaming movie.
He did.
He made Don't Look Up.
No, and the Scorsese thing.
Yeah, I guess.
Everybody. Joe, it's just Hollywood doesn't want to put movies in the theaters anymore. Ted Sarandos has them brainwashed.
I give Scorsese the pass because his movies don't look like streaming movies.
Well, Netflix is tough because there's a specific camera they make you use. Maybe Apple TV's a little looser with their restrictions. Netflix wants like the most god-awful, boring-looking camera imaginable, it seems.
Yeah, I don't think I had a problem with the way Don't Look Up looked. I thought it was just too much.
Well, there's a writing and directing component to that then, but the camera, the Netflix cameras are fucking annoying as shit.
You want to do last looks? Or we got other stuff good?
No, I think we've kind of done a thorough digging. I'm glad we already had the Jack season behind us to give us some context for this movie. But yeah, what are your last looks on Arnold?
Looks great.
This was shot on not a Netflix approved camera. This movie looks good.
Well, I mean, just Arnold looks great.
Oh, Arnold looks great. Well,
All oiled up by.
he's all shiny. That must have been annoying to light. You got all those reflections happening off him. Anyway, go on.
Nice seeing Jeff Bridges. He's a little floppy-haired boy.
Yeah.
Because he's so boyish in this.
I know. The only time I've seen him so young is when he was in black and white. So it was weird seeing him in color, looking young.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a few of his earlier films. Like I said, saw Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, which is a fun movie. The title would not make me believe that's a fun movie. Yeah, I'm still like really pumped up and hyped up for this whole Arnold season right now. I don't know what's gonna make me go, oh, can't deal with another one of these.
You're pumped up.
You got last looks?
My last looks. Why does Arnold do this movie? Well, it almost feels like the role was made for him.
Tailor-made, yeah.
I would reverse engineer that probably the role was eventually meant to be like a Scandinavian type of bodybuilder, owing to Thor Eriksson's extremely Norwegian backstory. Mm-hmm. And then when you came across Arnold, you're like, well, we'll make him Austrian instead, and problem solved. Even though we're gonna name him Joe Santos,
We'll
say he's Austrian, and it will be fine. I wonder if he was Joe Santos because raephelson found the gym with that actual sign, and they're like, all right, well, your character will be named Joe Santos, and we'll get to use this exterior. Problem solved. I wonder if it was like that much of an economical thing. Anyway, you got a movie tailor-made for you. They're okay with you having the thick accent because you're meant to be foreign anyway. You get to be very comfortable in the bodybuilding milieu, which was some of your better acting scenes when you're like talking with other bodybuilders or helping coach Jeff Bridges through some workout regimens. Like, you really just got to be yourself. It's a great way to kind of ease back into the acting and a mainline acting role after your 7-year hiatus from the Hercules movie.
And just standing around in The Long Goodbye.
Yeah, it felt like this is like a serendipitous role to even exist. Like I said, I'll be tracking to see how much this affects future roles that he gets. That makes sense to me. I'd like to thank our sponsor, Elephant in Your Shoe, an elephant in your shoe. Still call them, their website, just call them at the the number on the screen below. And I'd like to thank Lev Van Rensselaer for mine those audio boards and keeping us sound so slippery smooth. I'd like to thank my co-host Joe Vekeman for stopping by.
Thank you.
And I am your host, Patrick Scale. You can find my features, documentaries, short films, video essays, animations, behind-the-scenes footage, and so much more at QuixoticUnited.com and social media, presumably with a similar sounding name. Thank you all for listening. Joe, say goodnight.
Good night. Bridges, Sally Field, and then have underneath their names the one longest name in the world, Arnold Schwarzenegger, underneath them, making it look like
when it has the little Google summary when you search it in, they can't even fit his last name on like a line by itself under his photo. It has to wrap around, and you get the ER underneath the Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger. I've been rewatching The Prisoner, Joe.
Oh, you mean Christopher Nolan's next project?
God, I hope not.
It's only a rumor.
Well, I remember the rumor was coming out before he said he was doing Troy. Not Troy. Jesus. The Odyssey.
The Odyssey, yeah.
See how I got there, though.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, okay. And I remember at the time thinking, like, I hope he doesn't do that. That won't be very good. And then as I'm watching it now, I pretty much think the same thing. Just leave it alone. Yeah, AMC did that miniseries, and that wasn't very good. And you're going to do an even shorter version of that? Don't bother.
Oh, with Jim Caviezel.
Yeah, Jim Caviezel and Ian McKellen.
Oh, I did not know Ian McKellen was in that.
This is one of those shows where, like, the episodic format actually is one of its strengths. It lets it explore a lot of different ideas well. And there still is, like, a background progression. The main character is definitely changing and adapting to the situation as the problems arise. Like, really, this is, we all know of the Vince Gilligans of the world. Mm-hmm. But really, like, the TV auteur, everybody owes it all to this Patrick McGoohan, 40, 50, almost 60 years ago, actually, now. Like it really, he was the guy who kind of started it. And the episodes he directs and or writes, like they definitely do stand apart from all the other ones. Not that he didn't have control over everything, but there is a particular voice happening there in the televisual medium that never happened before and didn't happen a lot longer after that either.
I owe that a watch, and I swear I will watch that. If Nolan does that next, I will watch that before he makes it.
If Nolan does it, you'll finally watch it. Show's good, highly recommend. It turns out, whenever I was a show I really like, turns out they're like, yeah, The Prisoner was an influence. And I go, well, that makes sense.
I'll never forget. I still get some of the reference because of what you told me from that Simpsons episode.
What a great an episode I will watch at the end. It's a little palate cleanser.
Is it the Mr. X episode?
Yeah, where Homer starts an online blog back when those were new and fresh. He taught us early that anonymity on the internet's just going to make people make shit up all the time.
I feel like that's like a 97 episode too. So
it's like a season 11, 12 episode.
Oh, really?
So we're in the early 2000s.
Oh, what? I could have sworn it was earlier than that.
So really only the last act of the episode. It just goes in like a bizarre, sudden direction you didn't see coming.
Yeah, season 12. Wow.
I told you this. People poo-poo the show after 9 or whatever. I think the show, it does degrade, but I think it's still good into like season 12, maybe 13. Like it's very watchable.
Yeah, well, I mean, it aired in December 3rd, 2000.
Yeah.
11 years in. I know both these episodes, and they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
Where it's sandwiched in between. Homer versus Dignity, that's when he becomes Mr. Burns' like prank monkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's funny. And then the one after that is The Great Money Keeper, which isn't that the one where he's like on people out of their money in order to pay for Homer's broken car. However, after having paid for the repairs,
when he pretends to be homeless,
the two decide to continue grifting, which leads to some troublesome situations.
Oh, that's like it's like
Edward Norton in that one.
Yeah. Season 12, I think, very reasonable.
Wow. And then right after that episode is the Stupid Sexy Flanders episode. Wow. No, not a bad season.
No, I know. I told you. Those seasons still good. Not peak, but good. If your show quality was good 12 seasons in, you'd be very happy.
I know, right?
You would take that deal.
A little hard on that show, aren't they?
I think season 13, 14 might still be good too. I just remember them a little less. But I think they were also good. Good to fine, which is, again, another strong place to... Most shows don't even get that far, let alone stay good.
Well, I have it on disc up until season 20 now.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
That will be the end of that.
Yeah, I don't see them ever putting out another season, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't like people crapping on physical media. I don't... PlayStation's like, we're not doing this anymore. I go, no, sir.
Well, they stopped making seasons like 10 years ago.
I know. Well, they did, but like that was like... riding the wave of like, well, we're just going to... At the time, they were just going to be on their own website, Simpsons World, and then Disney bought them, and now they were going to be on there.
Yeah, it looked like there was a possibility, because they were doing 2 seasons a year back when they were putting these seasons out. And I was like, oh, there's a chance they might catch up someday.
Yeah, the math would work out.
Feel like by the time season 14 was coming out on like a Blu-ray disc, I was like, we'll never see the rest of these.
Yeah. But I guess we can get to this movie.
Hell yeah.
This Schwarzenegger film, which maybe has a Blu-ray. It does, actually. I saw it.
It does?
It was rather expensive. I saw a Blu-ray, saw a DVD, but no VHS.
Oh, it's got to be out there somewhere, right?
I'm sure, but not on Amazon. This particular cover, Arnold Schwarzenegger, still prominently in the center, and the other two are off to either of his side. The DVD is the exact same cover. All right. Well, that's enough about talking about movie covers. We got to record after I drink this water.